Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum and good evening. So today I would like to present about body system for LMK 31303 operating system. So my name is Fakrul bin Mansur. My number is 211302206 and my faculty is UR 652030009 electronic network design. So first of all, I would like to share the body system. So this is my slide for the body system. So implementing of the body system. So the first is agenda is introduction. Why body system? About body system, types of body system, implementing Linux, process and conclusion. And there is a difference for the body system too. So first is the history. So according to Donald Knuth, the body system was invented in 1963 by Harry Markowitz, who won the 1619 Nobel Memorial Prize in Economics. So this is about the history. So now they are using Linux for the body system to manage allocation of memory, possibly because it's allocating many structure which are already powers of two light frames. So the frame is allocation of memory, and the body system that used in the Linux is to manage the allocation of memory. Okay. So this is for the history. So next is in the body memory allocation technique is a memory allocation algorithm that divides memory into partition to try to satisfy a memory request as suitable as possible. So the body memory allocation is a technique of memory allocation algorithm that divides every memory into partition to try to satisfy every memory request in the body memory allocation. So this system makes us of splitting memory into half to try to give a best fit compared to the more complex memory allocation techniques that some modern operating system use. Body memory allocation is relatively easy to implement. So compared to all the complex memory allocation techniques that used in the modern operating system, we can use body memory allocation. So they easy to implement than others complex memory. And it support limited but efficient splitting and coalescing of memory blocks. So why we need body system? So as I mentioned just before, it is more reliable, more easier than the complex complex memory allocation than the body system in the modern operating system. So why body system? A fixed partitioning scheme limits the number of active processes and may use space ineffectively if there is a poor match between available partition size and process size. A dynamic partition scheme, a dynamic partition scheme, I show you, draw like this. So this can limit the number of fixed partitioning scheme limits the number of active processes. So it limits the number of active processes and may use space independently if there is a poor match between available partition size and process. So this is why it's different between a fixed partitioning and a dynamic partitioning. So a dynamic partitioning scheme is more complex to maintain and includes the overhead of compaction. An interesting comparison of fixed and dynamic partitioning is the body system. So we can use this because of the limits of the number of active processes and may use space inefficiently. And dynamic partitioning scheme is more complex and maintain includes the need. So we use the body system. Okay, next. Okay, so what are bodies? So what is body system? The body system binary allows a single allocation block to be split. Single to be split. Just like 1 to be 2, 3, 4, 5 to form two blocks, half the size of the parent block. These two blocks are known as bodies. part of the definition of a body is that the body of block B must be the same size as B and must be adjacent in memory so that it is possible to merge them later. So we split it first and form two blocks half the size of the parent block. So this block are known as bodies. And then just like I mentioned this before, after we split and then we will possible to merge them later. So the other important property of bodies stems from the fact that is the body system. Every block is at an address in a memory which is exactly divisible by its size. So all the 16 bytes blocks are at addresses which are multiples of 16. All the 64K blocks are at addresses with multiplies of 64, okay, and so on. Okay. Okay, next is types of body system. So there are a number of body system proposed by a researcher which are capable of reducing execution time and increase memory utilization. So there is the 4 types of body system. For the first one is binary body system. The second one is Fibonacci body system. The third one is weighted body system. And the last one is tertiary body system. So there is the 4 types of body system. So how it differs? These 3 body systems are similar in the design of the algorithm. The major difference is the size of memory block. It also differs in memory utilization and execution time. In some situations, one body system looks good, may not be good in other situations. It simply relies on the request for memory, which causes external and internal fragmentation higher at some situation. So this is why it differs. Sometimes binary can be used, sometimes tertiary can be used, and then Fibonacci can be used. All right. So this is about the complex memory allocation. So this is about the difference between dynamic memory allocation and fixed partitioning. So in fixed partitioning, the list of partition is made once and will never change. But in dynamic partitioning, the allocation and deallocation is very complex since the partition size will be vary every time when it is assigned to a new process. So operating system has to keep track of all the partitions due to the fact that the allocation and deallocation are done very frequently in dynamic memory. Allocation and partition size will be changed at each time. It is going to be very difficult for operating system to manage everything. And that's why we need to use the body system. So this is the example of binary body system. In binary body system, the memory block of 2M is 2 equal parts of 2M minus by 1. So it's by following the relation just like this. This become this. And then this become this. Just like 2M minus 0, minus 1. Okay. Okay, next. Next is binary body system. The memory consists of a collection of blocks of consecutive memory, each of which is a power of 2 in size. So this is we know that the size of the binary body system, binary of course is 2. So allocate 2K finds a free block of size 2K, marks it as occupied and returns a pointer to it. The allocate B marks the previously allocated block B as free as and may merge it with others to form a larger free block. And this is allocation in binary body system. The body system maintains a list of the free blocks of each size called a free list. So it is easy to find a block of the desired size if one is available. If no block of the requested size is available, allocated searches for the first non-empty list for blocks of at least the size requested. So in the case, a block is removed from the free list. And this process of finding a large enough free block will indeed to be the most difficult operation for us to perform it quickly. So this is about the binary. So the allocation of binary body system. Now, when a block is delocated, The body system checks whether the block can be merged with any others, or more precisely, whether we can undo any splits that were performed to make this block. So this is about the system of the allocation in binary body system. The merging process checks whether the body of the allocated blocks is also free, in which case the two blocks are merged. Then it checks whether the body of the resulting block is also free, in which they are measured, and so on. So there is continuous, whether the body of the resultant block is also free, and then the case will merge it. So the block header. So this is about the crucial performance purpose only. So we move because this is about to determine whether the body of a block is free. We compute the body's address, look at the first bit at this address, and also check that the two sizes mesh or not. This is about the example. This is consider 1 megabyte of memory is allocated using body system. Show the binary tree form and list form for the following. They give us the binary. They give us the list form, and then we have to show the binary tree. So next, first we have to allocate all of this information, and then we make this binary tree for that information. So for the red one, unused memory, and the blue light one is used memory, and the dark blue is so this is about the binary tree form. So this is about Fibonacci body system. So the Fibonacci body system has been designed by enough suggestion body system, and which plot starts with Fibonacci numbers. We know that Fibonacci number is 0, 1, 1, 2, 3, 5, 8, 13, and so on. So it satisfies this recurrent relation of this Fibonacci. So the Fibonacci is to address a calculation for the binary and weighted body system is straightforward. But the original procedures of the Fibonacci body system was limited to a small fixed block of size or a time-consuming computation. All right. This is the problem for Fibonacci, and then it is the tree form of Fibonacci body system. And then the weighted body system, in weighted body system, the memory block of size 2k plus 2 is split in 3.2k and 2k size block. So this is about the weighted block, weighted body system. So this is the weighted tree form. So this is the tree body system, the last one. In the tree body system, block size of 2k is split into blocks of 3 different sizes. This block is then split into 2 different ways, depending on the size of the blocks to be split. So it decreases the amount of internal fragmentation by allowing more block sizes. So this is about the ternary binary system. There is the tree form of ternary binary system. And then we move it. So the body system is implementation in Linux. So in Linux, body system is in contiguous page frame allocation. All page frames are grouped in 10 lists of blocks that containing groups of 1, 2, 4, 8, 16, 32, 64, 128, 256, and 512. So this is the page frame. So if no block, it looks at the next larger list, allocating it dividing the block similarly. If no block can be allocated, an error is reported. So what is the advantages of body system? So the advantage of body system is the less external fragmentation. As we mentioned it before, there is a Linux in fragmentation, so there is use less external fragmentation. So the second one is the search for a block of the right size is cheaper than base fit, because we need only find the first available block on the block list for the block of size 2k. So we don't have to use many time to search for the right size of the block, because we need only find the first available block on the block list for the blocks of size 2K. So the third one is merging adjacent free blocks is easy. In body system, the cost of the allocated and free a block of memory is low compared to the best fit or first fit algorithms. So the disadvantages of body system is a low internal fragmentation. Although that this now is external fragmentation, but now body system allows internal fragmentation. For example, a request for 515K will require a block of size 124K. In consequences, such an approach giveaways of 509K. And that's it because of low internal fragmentation. So splitting emerging adjacent area is a recurrent operation and thus very unpredictable and inefficient. So that's why we the advantages of body system because the splitting emerging adjacent area because that is very unpredictable and inefficient. The another drawback of the body system is the time required to fragment and coalesce block. Okay, that's all from me. Thank you. That's all from me. That's all from me. Fakrul Mimaso. So that's it for my body system presentation. Hope that all the objectives are being fulfilled. And I hope that this presentation is fulfill all your satisfying. Thank you.